Hello, I welcome you all to my video once again. And this appreciation goes to all my top fans, all my followers, anyone that has taken his time out of his busy schedule to watch my video, like, comment, and then share for someone to also learn. This appreciation goes to all of you. Thank you so much, and I say God bless you. I appreciate your support. Let's not forget, I'm treating asthma with you. Okay, in my other video, I mentioned some factors accounting for asthma. I also mentioned some risk factors for asthma. But today in my video, I'll be talking to you about triggers of asthma. When we say triggers of asthma, these are the things that set off or make asthma symptoms worse. This is what we mean by asthma triggers. So, what are some of the asthma triggers? We have infection. Okay, infection, these are the cold or the influenza or COVID-19 infections that we are talking about. Okay, when we talk about the infection, we have cold as infection, influenza as infection, and then COVID-19. These are some of the infectious diseases we are talking about. We also have emotional stress. The emotional stress, it refers to an intense anger or crying or laughing. That is what someone can laugh to the extent that the person may end up asthma, the attack may come. Someone can laugh to the extent you can even in your environment or any organization or any institution, you encounter people who even laugh to the extent that tears are coming from their eyes. So this is what we are talking about. Someone can even cry to the extent that the person will have, if the person is a known asthmatic, the person will just have the attack at once. Okay. And then we also have physical activities. The physical activities we mean here is that although with treatment, you and your child should still be able to be active. Yes. The physical attack, they are talking or we are talking about exercise. We always say that it is good whether you are fat, whether you are obese or you are overweight or underweight, it is always good to keep ourselves active. And being active is just not running, playing ball. You have to keep yourself too hydrated. Okay, you need to take in more fluid because as you are losing fluid, you need to balance it by taking in. Once you bring out, you need to take in. So alongside being active, doing aerobics, you also need to balance your output. Okay, so that is what we are talking about. Let's also look at another trigger, and this is certain medications. The certain medications, such as aspirin, which may cause serious breathing problems in people with severe asthma. Aspirin, that is why it is always advisable to always take medicine or take drugs by a physician's prescription, or you take drugs based on your health professional's prescription. People just get to the drugstore and then buy drugs and start taking. Someone can just perceive, okay, because my head is aching me, because I feel warm to touch, I need to buy malaria drugs. The person has diagnosed himself or herself already when you have not been seen by any health specialist, any investigation carried out, and you have diagnosed yourself. Who says you are having malaria, and then you got to drugstore and buy any drug and take? What if it's not malaria? And let's remind you that any medications that we take, it has good side and then bad side. Okay, it has a good side or bad side. The processing of the medication of the medicines that we take are all different. If your head is aching you, or if you don't have malaria, and then you have gone to buy drugs that you think can treat malaria, and there is nothing the drug is treating, please, you are harming yourself because it might end up having effect on your other organs in your body system. So it is always good and advisable to take drug by your health professional's prescription. Okay, so that is certain drugs we are talking about. Don't forget, I'm talking about asthma triggers. Asthma triggers. So another point or another thing I'll mention to you as an Another trigger of asthma is the poor air quality or very cold air. Okay, this is so clear. Poor air quality. Some people, when they are like a non asthmatic at a point or somewhere you feel like the air is not enough for you, or you are so overcrowded in a place as if you can't breathe, you may end up having the attack. Or already you are a known one, you might end up the attack may come anytime. And sometimes when the weather is too cold for you, you may end up having the attack. We also have outdoor allergies. The outdoor allergies, we are talking about the pollen and then the mold. The pollen and then the mold. Just simple as that. The indoor allergies, they are also triggers of asthma, and this has to do with dust mites, fair, pet danders. Okay, dust asthma, fair, pet danders. So when we are talking about asthma triggers, I mentioned infection, I mentioned emotional stress, I mentioned physical activities, I mentioned certain medications, I mentioned poor air quality, I mentioned outdoor allergies, and the last but not the last, indoor allergies. When we are referring to asthma triggers, these are the main asthma triggers that I have just brought to you. Thank you for listening to my education. And I hope after listening, you will share for someone to also learn something to save a life somewhere. Thank you so much. Have a good day.